Welcome to our. Sorry for that. Welcome to our weekly Live AMA. Today we have a little surprise for you. If you're a Guru Season 1 or Season 2 pass holder, or if you didn't have our NFT yet, we have a pretty interesting development, Halloween themed for you. And without further ado, straight to you, Evgeny.
Yep. I was just opening different stuff I wanted to go over oh, today, and we have a Halloween time. And yesterday I was actually trick or treating with my kids all over our area, and it's quite fun time. And because it's that time of the year, yesterday we got an idea of spooky NFT collection. So that idea got into our minds like yesterday in the morning, and we were like, "Oh, what we can prove with this idea? Why we wouldn't launch it on Base and so on?" And we decided to launch it on Base, and at the same time, it's AI generated NFT collection where we wanted to showcase how Guru network here facilitates all those relationships in between like users and distribution and actual like gurus who developed this process and provided it. That's why we included that 400 guru minting fee in this collection, which basically goes towards AI generation. And here we are testing all those mechanics we were talking about in our white paper and so on. So quite an interesting thing. And the most amazing is that Rodon, yesterday in the morning we were like, "Oh, let's do it," right?
Yeah, that was blasting fast. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we basically have Rodon here who would do a demo of how you can mint it and participate in this AI processor economy. And the most interesting thing is this part, like that NFT collection gives you access to special quests, which would be available for this community. And those quests would include participation in rewards activities and governance and all those things. So think of it as provisioning mechanisms for the governance which we introducing. And it's fun. It's already proven our case. It's on base. We are based, and yeah. Let's go through the news first. I have a list of things I wanted to go through, and then we do a demo. Guys, if you have any questions, drop them there. We would go over them. And oh, yo, Guru Clan, I like those questions. Pretty easy to answer. Yo, welcome everyone. Let's like and subscribe for sure. We need more exposure of our YouTubes, especially as I would go over the news actually with YouTubers coming to our community and reviewing community. Like we had this great review from Miles Dutcher, and we like first contacted with the team, and they contacted with us, and they were like, "Oh, um, we went over your white paper and think that it's quite interesting." And I'm talking to a guy, and it looks like he actually went through the whole white paper, like dig deep into it, and got with this idea like what we're actually doing in here is that we have network participants, we have gurus who's like providing AI processors in its low code environment to do it. Then we have ecosystem projects, and we have like distribution channels through the apps which are built on top of our framework. So that's the whole ecosystem and infrastructure. And we're going over it every AMA like on Friday, but new people join in. Yeah. So if you have any questions on this front, like what we're building, how we're building it, like really in deep, it's always in light paper. Like we following it. We also following a short version of it, which we created back then as well when we had LBP in place. And in LBP, that's where we are launching Guru Token. It's like TG event, and here we basically put everything in a short form, like what we're building here, how it all will work together, and we follow in the roadmap in here. And all those questions people usually have, like when unlocks, who's on cap table, where you are at, like we are in here. We are provisioning governance. That's why we are introducing those interesting mechanics, and Spooky NFT is one of them. So over to the news. After presenting ourselves, why we're here and what we do, we had Equalizer Partnerships kicking in this week, and that gives you ability to participate in incentivized liquidity, voting, and governance. The whole like how to do it, it's in here. And Equalizer themselves, they have very vibrant community on Discord, so don't hesitate to get in there. They usually discussing different deals there, different like rewards position from liquidity mining, and there is voting in here. So that's what that news is about. And we had on X, if you guys missed it, please check it out. One of the reasons I'm mentioning it, those additional rewards, which you can actually get into Equalizer pool, would be distributed as a special quest for those, community NFT holders. So that's one of the benefits, right? Participating in those activities where from Guru side there is so much in the rewards. So that's how it's going to be in there. That's why we have Equalizer, and then we proceeding with partnership with them. We are building this quest which would work with their smart contracts and everything and so on. Then what do we have here? We are on trends, we're in AI. Yep, we are. AMA competition, Equalizer. We got great achievement on AI agent front. Alexei actually got something working in our stage environment and already tackling it, and now he's hooking it up to Telegram bot experience, which is quite crazy and interesting. We were close with it, and nothing about Hackathon in here, but that's what I wanted to cover as well. We are declared pre-mainnet Hackathon last week, and we have teams, like 5 teams who's working right now on the apps, and they got to us with ideas what they can build with framework. And as we said to everyone, everyone is a creator. You don't need to be a developer. Your ideas, we are working with you and implementing them, and implementing those mechanics which you need to implement your ideas on Hackathon. So where we are on that, we already had a conversations with all the teams, what they building, what they want from the framework. We are provisioned new version of repository where those things are handled, and basically it has everything in one mono repo as a whole project. We created infrastructure like new Kubernetes cluster in on our infrastructure, where we are spinning up all those applications. And now we are at the point where there are ideas there, and those are about communities and NFTs and so on. And those ideas, when we're implementing them for Hackathon teams, because we said we as a developers team would help you to implement your ideas, and that way we would actually make our framework more accustomed to the means of it, like developing applications fast, do all those things. So from there, we get that Spooky Hackathon collection. So in one of the teams, there was a very vibrant idea about like NFT minting and using it as a different levels in leaderboard for the community. And we were like, oh, for this, we would need to transfer the process which we had at our V2Dex Guru launch in June, like when we had this AI generated NFTs. But am I good on my Wi-Fi? Not really. was going on. So we decide like, oh, let's move this process to new environment, and we did it, and now we presented it for the community, so community tests it, and it also goes to the Steam project. So long story short, where we are on Hackathon, teams have great ideas, they started building, we started building for them. And because with mainnet, and that's one of the questions everyone asking, when mainnet, with mainnet launch, we were saying, okay, we'll create utility with our projects launching on for the mainnet, with other projects like Burning Man launching mainnet, and we'll have more projects coming from pre-mainnet hackathon, and that's actually happening. Besides of that, we have partners who need to deliver DeFi primitives to our mainnet. So we have DeFi ecosystem in there where we are lending all those meme coins and so on. So with those partners, we right now in the price negotiation phase. So yeah, but they would deliver fast whenever we would basically pass through it. We would be very fast. But there are some blockers. In the same time, we're not stopping there. We are starting to deliver on base. Why? Because Guru network itself is base layer 3. That's why nothing stops us from delivering our value on base in the form of those NFT collections, migrating Burning meme mechanics and launches to base, and then optimizing them through our layer 3, because that's what layer 3 is for. So that's our strategy in there. Do we have any questions on it? Yeah. So
Well,
that's
we
what
have
I want
only
to
question when mainnet.
actually, one more thing. We would have launches of those applications from Hackathon, as well as some partnership launches next week, and we would actually give community governance on those launches, so you would be able to vote for them and so on. And those voting quests for those launches of hackathon projects as well as partnership projects would place them as special quests available for you as a community NFT holder. It's like either season 1 or season 2 pass, or this new NFT collection. Yeah, and we would start govern the ecosystem. In there, we have rewards mechanisms, which we'll talk a little bit later when Artyom would join. After Rodon demo, we'll have Artyom joining, and we will talk about how this ecosystem, like Guru financial flow, looks for the application which is built on top of Guru and utilizing our framework. And that would actually uncover you a topic of Guru utility and what those applications which are launching from Hackathon would be provided as well. Anyway, it will be like Artyom, who's already in that flow, because Burning Meme is basically like incubated project of Guru Network. Yeah, and so don't hesitate to ask any questions while we're doing demo of Spooky Seasons, and then we will have huge and pretty long tokenomics discussion. Over to you, Rodon.
Okay. Hey, everyone. Please, could you show my screen? Okay. So here we are in the Guru Network application. And we go to quests page, and we see here Spooky Quest. Let's start it. Okay, so we here see that we must have a Guru balance and this mainnet, and we're going to pay it for NFT. And now you see this flow where you choose the basic pictures. Okay. Based on them, you'll get your NFT.
Yeah, it's like you creating your own representation of Halloween, and you more than we want you to customize the prompt and put something meaningful in there, and then yeah, so it would be a very kind of artsy experience, right?
Okay, let's see what we've got.
Rodon, you're so developer. You even on demo you have developers console open.
Yeah, I need to know what's happening under the hood.
Okay.
Okay, so we're waiting a bit.
So now it generates, and actually, guys, if you have any feedback on this flow, like we know that it should be a progress bar in here showing you steps of generation, so you wouldn't be puzzled how long it takes.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we are working on it. But besides that, if you have any feedbacks, oh, that's cool one.
Yes, this is a
Real
Star
Halloween.
Wars Trooper mixed with the Des Santa de la Muerte. I don't know. Well, I pretty love it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, and here we got to the most tricky quest here. So we have to connect our wallet. Better to do it via web telegram or just using QR code from your phone.
But I was able to do it from my phone as well through MetaMask. Like
You're a
MetaMask,
hero. That's
yeah.
pretty,
So
pretty
if you did it through MetaMask on your mobile, you're here. That's for sure.
okay.
And that's how those technologies works. But we are working on improving it. And one of the ways to improve it is actually have a selector of your operational wallet, which we have in the app anyway, which we would use to do it, or like this wallet. But right now it's on external, so everyone's safe, and we still,
I want to know. Don't be afraid of this warning because we've just deployed the NFT collection 3 days ago, and so yeah, it might warn you in MetaMask or whatever your wallet application. It's safe. The contract is verified on base mainnet, so it's you could see its source code. It's all safe.
Yep.
And yeah, we've just approved 400 gurus to charge from our wallet.
To donate to profit sharing economy.
Yeah.
And to test how it would work between Burning Meme, who's providing actual AI processors and generator, and Guru Network, who's providing infrastructure. So we testing that economy here, and 400 Guru right now, how much it is? Like $6?
Something like that. But let's make it cost more. I would like to see that.
No, but to have better prices, you should provide more value. But we testing the prices as well, so we testing everything with this small amount.
So great! You see that you're going to be charged with this almost $7
cool.
and 400 euros, and you'll get one NFT. So let's sign it, send the transaction. It should be pretty fast. Come on.
Yeah, we need a lawyer explaining what happens right now.
Well, we are confirming in our engine, BPMN engine. We're checking the transaction really fast, and only then we allow you to see this.
But we have a WebSockets flow of those actions, how they're going through the steps. And by showing it, you literally showing people that something going on is there if step was switched.
Oh man, my token ID is 13. Definitely Halloween theme. So I'm a lucky owner of the 13th NFT, and I can see. Oh my!
OpenSea is blocked.
OpenSea is blocked. Yeah. Well. Unexpected a bit. So yeah, here we are. We've just maybe I will see it in my wallet, or
I can show the collection. We'll find your 13th one. Let me share the screen. I'm curious.
Sure.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we like in the Web3 world where OpenSea can block you. from looking at your NFTs. Yeah, but we build another one. We wanna everyone have a. Hold on.
And change the URL so you can.
Send me URL. I will check it. Yeah. So you've seen how it works, and that's exactly the implementation of what we have in our white paper, and where we're talking about atomic franchise economy, where one service. Oh, you got it.
Could you please bring it to the
screen?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, where you are creating an AI processor, and you can rent it out to the community, to the application, so it's reused, and you're getting your fees. And infrastructure as a service kicks in, where actual GPU resources, which is good for this, provided by another operator, but we have Guru Network for that right now. So the whole showcase of whatever we are building is in there. So participate. We have lots of things coming for those who's holding our season 1 and season 2 and season 3 NFTs. As it is in our roadmap, like a next step we have, like provisioning of governance. How do we provision governance? We need to basically work with community and provide them special quests within our apps. And in the apps, they actually confirm themselves through Telegram, which gives you some proof. And we have, those connections, those people provided with governance. We know them. They have our NFTs, and this is where you're gonna have different rewards, and that's the next step. And we doing it on Base, and we creating a utility for Guru token on Base because we already have it. Guru Network itself is layering 3 on Base, and some partners with whom we launch on applications, even chains, they have bridges from Base and so on and so forth. So that's why we are here. Actually, I see Artyom already ready to join. Rodon, what do you think? How fast we implemented it? What's conclusion?
It was.
And what's the next? What's next in your to-do list?
So we definitely should improve our wallet connection experience, especially from a mobile Telegram application using mobile. So there are some issues with MetaMask, Trust Wallets, etc., etc. Then we should show the progress bar or whatever when you
we just added Artyom in here. Artyom, hey.
Hey, hello. So we might show that something is baking under the hood, and you're not just stuck on the screen. But what I must say, I really like this NFT and the collection we've got here. It's like a really spooky.
You know what we forgot to show is like our chat group experience. Can you show chat group experience where you can actually generate NFT in chat group?
Okay.
I can remove you, and add to stage when you're ready. You ready?
Not yet. 1 second.
I can actually do it. I can actually do it. I have chat group in here, so present, share screen. Hi Artyom, how are you doing today? What's in the morning?
You're muted.
You're muted. We are testing. You see how people in the group can actually generate NFTs and then drop down into the app and start minting it. And we allowing owners of NFTs to mint, but we're discussing different mechanics in there right now. What happens? Why it's loading?
Oh, so you can still summon.
Yeah. So here, view your NFT. Oh, it's actually quite a showcase of our technology. When some process started in chat or in web app or somewhere else, for example, you're on mobile and at the same time you're in web, and you completing it and it updates. So for example, right now I have our app on view your NFT, and I would go there and I'm opening it from here, and I open it from mobile, and I can complete on mobile. It would complete here. Yes, that's quite cool as well. And from the group, you can generate it. You can and we're also thinking on future experiences of it, and we'll talk with Artyom on it as well, because it could be related to Burning Meme. But for example, allowing people to mint whatever in the group already, not even if you did it, if you generated it. So it could be like NFT sniping of some sort, and funny game where you're hunting for the better one. Discussing it, maybe we'll introduce it, because it looks like easy enough mechanics, which we already tested kind of on Burning Meme with votes. Right, Artyom? And it could be another thing which could be shiny there.
Yeah.
Okay. What we wanted to go over here as well, like how Burning Meme as ecosystem project participates in Guru economy, and what and what's the incentives in there, and so on. Right, Artyom? We have a diagram on it.
Yeah, we have a diagram. So I'm sharing
Oh yeah,
screen.
let's talk about Burning Meme first.
Yes,
We have new
yes.
people. Let's do
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, so what is actually Burning Meme is community-owned token launchpad on which anyone can generate their memes, pass for community voting, and then on this community voting, people can decide if this meme is worth of it or not. So, for example, right now I'm voting to boost this meme or burn this meme, and on due date, actually, one side will win and one side will lose. And if burners win, they actually get tokens which was passed on this voting. And if boosters win, this meme will become an meme coin. And anyone who participated in this voting will be able to mint NFTs, and this NFTs, community NFT, might make them eligible for rewards on this meme coin. So then trading is started, and with this airdrop mechanism, we're actually making which is actually locked and vested over time. We're preventing pump dump schemes and rewards this community. Yeah, it's generally Burning Meme, and with this short description, I will actually go through the flow and explain more deeply.
So summing up, the actual NFTs which are representing your participation of in the community of meme coin, or that you owner of this meme coin, because there is owner NFTs, right? As there are community NFTs.
Right.
An NFT serves its very intended purpose. It's like proof of ownership. So if you have like meme coin generated and everyone voted for it, and everyone and you mint an NFT, you prove in your ownership of it, and then you can launch this meme coin on as many ecosystems as you want. Like you can have the same meme coin launched on different chains and on DEXs, and as an owner of governance of this meme coin, you're able to do it, and you're able to manage all those bridged versions of it for different ecosystems. And community at the same time minting those NFTs, participating in governance of this. Obviously, in all those ecosystems, there are means of liquidity, means of yields from this liquidity, and so on. And that's what basically Burning Meme tackling here. That's what launched, right, Artyom? That's how I understand it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, let's dive deeply and see how exactly.
Actually, can you go to users leaderboard? It's quite interesting, right? how many logs we have, like, or something?
Yeah, it's different top 10 users at this point, and we see that many of them generated like a lot of memes and participated in voting. And there you can see actually how many burns locked in burns pool or boost pool. Yeah, we can see there. There is also some stats of current stage. We see that it's almost 2,500 tokens created on this platform, and almost 500k burns locked in different memes. Yeah, and we have some leaders, for example, Bancoin, Epoch Endless Loop, like Airdrop Hunt, superhero meme with Trump, and
Oh, show this one. I'm curious. Very, very, very trendy.
yeah, this time so superhero meme. Yeah, also. Yeah, it's also different arts like the Moonrise, Feeling Inferno. So
Cool.
it's current leaderboard. Yeah.
Well, we moving it, like, and those memes could be launched after minting the NFTs, for example, on Base. Right, so they dropped on into ecosystem which already exists, and they started trading. And how do you see it? Like, have you envisioned multi-chain options for burning meme when you were just starting working on this idea? Like, so it would be like launchpad for the AI memes, but it would be launchpad for, multi-chain to solve interoperability. What do you
Yeah,
think?
right. Yeah, so basically this project is answer to projects like pub.fun, which actually making like 99% of failed tokens. In our case, we give this power to community to gain initial audience and supporters by all these mechanisms that we implemented, and make something that is sustainable over time. And with all this voting, we got this initial community, and on minting NFTs, we actually collecting some fees that we got from generation and mint cost, and matching this liquidity on trading pool. And regardless, different chains option for our memes, which we actually provide options for different chains. One of them is Base, and there is other partnerships as we have with Crossfire and MudChain. And so idea is that we could create memes which lives on different chains based on what community want to see on them, and based also on incentivizes from these chains. If they when they want this meme coins land on the chain, they can incentivize users to do that.
And Guru chain as well.
Yeah, of course, it's like
Guru chain is underlying layer of the whole infrastructure.
Right.
Let's actually go over it. Let's go into like Guru life cycle and burning meme tokenomics, and that's what actually was in our title for this AMA and so on. So we design everything in BPMN now, and this is actual life cycle of the meme inside burning meme. So you guys know what you're looking at, right, Artyom?
Yeah, it's a complete flow of meme from the first generation to actually trading. So let's briefly go through all pipeline, and then I will describe what actually economic in these parts looks like. So
Yeah.
first of all, user generate memes using our AI tools and pass it for community voting. That's a place where we actually use LLMs to generate these AI images based on prompt, and in future like mixing images which you kind of saw today. Then this meme actually passing for meme voting. On this meme voting, when time is up, actually we need to define winners and see what's going to happen with this meme. Will this meme be burned or boosted? Yeah, and so in one moment we defined winners, it's boosters or burners, and based on outcome of this voting and prediction, there's a few steps. So if burners win, this meme is burned and won't exist anymore. And congratulations to burners. Now they can claim their rewards in burns. Otherwise, if boosters win, we are passing for NFT meeting stage, and on this NFT meeting stage, community can get their community NFT and founder NFT, and same time we deploy a pool of this meme coin and transfer some liquidity from burns and moving on the next stage. When time is up, actually, and voters minting of community NFTs ended, there is another option to claim airdrop, which so there's like kinda pool for creator, some allocation based on these NFTs, and for community as well, they're sharing some pool of tokens in this meme coin. And
So it's effectively what we're looking at here is the full life cycle of normal token, but squeezed into meme coin narrative. So any token you launch in, like Guru token, for example, go over this life cycle, right? Locks, unlocks, airdrops. We need to manage all those things. And for meme coins, it's not managed properly. That's why we have all those pump dump schemes. And Burning Meme here is providing the way to manage it. So from the very beginning, everyone is incentivized and incentives aligned to grow it, to participate in it, and so on. And quite interesting on our hackathon, we also have one meme coin project, which is like one app for one meme coin, and they're thinking of like embedding those things. But anyway, so what you're looking at here, it's Guru framework used for business process automation, and we automate in business process. So everyone in advance going through the pipeline, which guarantees a successful launch of any token. It could be meme, and it's a meme in that case. But that's a pretty much pipeline we are doing manually right now, like when we're launching the tokens. But all of this basically guarantees it's all done properly and everyone aligned with their incentives, right? Artyom, summing it up.
yeah, so actually, Burnt Meme is a tool for creators to build something sustainable and do it by themselves. Because it's absolutely correct to create a token right now. There's lack of tools for regular user who is not a developer to create all this NFTs.
To manage the community, for example, because you have NFTs, you have communities, they proved their voting, they proved their holdings, and then that's your vibrant community that's solving that problem that everyone just track pooling and so on. Yeah, that's why I believe it's brilliant.
Yeah, that's the idea behind. So, and now we can talk about economic part. Thanks to Guru, that we can actually rent our processes to different applications, and we created this AI processor, and now we can provide it as a service and share this fees that we actually get from projects that decide to get this process in their app and share it with Guru. So what happens there? On Generate Memes, we provide this AI processor with generation with LLMs, and we charge a small fee from every launch embedded in our like projects apps which integrated it. It's first part, where we get fees, and based on the amount of launches of this AI process, we actually get some revenue from using this. Yeah, it's what happened on this stage. Then we have voting, define winners, which is actually happening on chain. We need to decide which part is win there, and we get this service fee on defined winners, which actually might be used in future in different apps as part of a prediction market. Then we have minting sub-process, which also could be used by different apps using this sub-process.
And in minting sub-process, you have a generation process again, which generates you new unique NFT of the original meme coin, right? Is it correct?
Absolutely correct. So if we have had something as a prompt where a creator makes this meme on community minting stage, users actually using same prompt to get similar image, but slightly different. So it's kind of what we have when we initially mint NFTs in any NFTs. But there is LLM
source of truth from which it's all like, not splitting. It's all inherited. It's all inherited from original meme coin, and then you have community NFT collection, which is, looks a little bit similar, but with your additions to it, it's quite interesting. Okay, and there are generations here again, and this is like AI work. That's where Guru again participating as a token for infrastructure as a service provider in that case, where and that process by itself could be reused by other apps, like we right now we're using a Guru app for Guru community minting process from burning meme, and we spinning up this economy wheel, right?
Right. So for projects that built on Guru networks, that's a source to get additional revenue by renting their processes which were developed in house.
What's the liquidity saying in here? Like all the liquidity harvested during voting, right? Liquidity. Where liquidity going from on DEXs? So liquidity on DEX, it's being transferred all the way from.
It's actually on this. Free NFT, free community NFT minting stage is basically free, but we charge like generation fee, infrastructure fee from users, and part of this fees which were collected by our service actually matching as initial liquidity for start trading. So idea behind that, we actually don't want to see tokens which started from zero. price because someone will get too good prices, and we think it's unfair. So our goal is to transfer this liquidity initially from service fees that were collected by matching it, and that's also planned for to add
yeah, and there is a price discovery phase during the voting as well. Yeah, that's quite cool. And liquidity management fees are going like those are fees as well, where Guru is used as a liquidity vessel, which could be used multi-chain, because we already on Ethereum mainnet, we already on Base, we breached on Mat chain recently, right? And that's part we wanted to go over here, is that for ecosystem projects like Burning Meme, this multi-chain automation and multi-chain orchestration allows them to build actual multi-chain processes where people minting NFTs, utilizing AI, orchestrating their user flow, and have a cool applications to showcase it. And in the same time, we can incentivize those ecosystem projects with Guru token and Guru token ecosystem and liquidity and so on, while they are bringing users and adoption into it, and actual fees and economic structure, which is end-to-end, works as a cycle. And that's the life cycle for meme coins we're looking at here, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, we are testing right now the spooky seasons, and it's part of the process of Burning Meme. It's NFT minting, and we have 400 Guru tokens in each mint, which we have like 50-50, just to simple the things up for right now. Split between Guru network fees and basically author fees and providers there. That's the testing phase right now, and then those fees would be transferred through the process as well, where the split happens, and one goes to rewards to the community, for example, or incentives of liquidity, and we test on those mechanisms. And the other ones, for example, for marketing of Burning Meme or for ads or whatever it is in there. So and whenever you participating in those things, you starting to govern what's going on behind there in this economy we're discussing. Like Guru use here, Guru use there. There are like fees. There are fees on Burning Meme, and that's something to govern here, right, Artyom?
Yeah, so
What do you think on it? And that's exactly what Burning Meme provides for meme coins, like governance, effectively, from people who voted.
right. Owning these NFTs and coins actually is a way to make a DAO and make these decisions on what's actually is going to happen with these memes, and truly have an option to make some decisions which is
Cool.
aligned with our decentralized vision, right?
Yeah. Dex is everything. What are the news of Burning Meme? What you had like last weeks? You guys were preparing the news recently, I heard.
Yeah, so a bunch of partnerships. We are actually finishing our flow completely and moving this week, next week. Yeah, it's actually pretty soon on next stage. So at this point, we have mostly everything happening on mainnet or on testnet, and we are preparing to go on mainnet and see how all these things working out. Yeah, and we are on the final stage to move these things to actually complete flow, and to see how community can use last these mechanisms.
And AI and underlying image generation and LLMs, which are orchestrated by those processes, which are providing users experience. And don't forget about Telegram mini apps, which we develop and which allowing you to reuse those processes for any other app. Like you can launch it for yourself, for your community, and we working with multiple partners right now on those launches. This week was crazy. We are preparing next week with multiple launches and hackathon projects as well. And you guys can participate in judging from community side. Actually, with Rodon, we hadn't showed you profile, but in profile, we're going to show those NFTs, and based on this, you would have different rights in the system. So, and all of this, again, as a framework, we're doing it in Guru Network. Then this functionality migrated to Burning Meme, and Burning Meme users can also govern meme coins and so on and so forth. So we're doing it in one place, we migrating it everywhere, and everyone is a creator, everyone can launch new things, and we would keep you updated. And there are lots of things coming. Over to some video. Do we have video of how to mint NFT already, or not really yet?
Unfortunately, it's not ready. We can use a video from Rodon instruction, or we can prepare some video.
Well, that's a great idea.
Which will be a little bit more smooth. I also just updated our Spooky Season NFT blog post with some instructions for those who don't know how to bridge Guru to Base, and how to see the Guru in MetaMask. So there is video instruction for you if you don't know how to do, guys.
The actual minting period of this collection ends on Monday, and we would test it as we would use it as a mechanism, testing. But you would be amazed what we offer in there. Again, do we have anything to show? And let's wrap it up. It's almost 15 minutes. We're at max right now, but we have two team spotlights at the same time. We are growing. Oh, you muted.
Sorry, we also have a couple of unanswered questions. First of them is from Steo, our regular watcher. How much of this new workflow was net new code, and how much was just stitched together from existing bits?
So for Spooky Seasons NFTs, which we just launched, it was mostly ready. Actually, we had the blocks for everything. We already have workers who's like checking transactions. Burning Meme provided the whole generation mechanisms and everything. So we stitched it together, and our unified interface, where you have everything rendered how you designed it in the process definition, allows you to quickly design all the forms, what you want from users. We have standard elements there, like to show block explorer transaction, to show like art and NFT. Yeah, so it's just stitching together everything. That's how you get in those results fast. And long development times is one of the actual curses we're trying to treat in there, because especially in blockchain, trends are so fast, you always need to deliver something new. So and we are on that market for 4 years already, like starting from Dex Guru with block explorers, with data warehouse, all those products. And what we figured is that you always need to be up to a trend, and so you need to get everything unified, and stitching the blocks, adjusting it to new mechanics, figuring out new mechanics for users, getting adoption. Those should be the focus points, not development for the sake of development itself. That's the answer. Do we have anything else? That's a good question, actually. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. And we have another question from him. Can you give us any hints on partners for mainnet that will be announced next week?
That's interesting.
I don't believe we can, but
no, I would say the fields, right? We have marketing partnerships coming in. We have new Telegram applications coming in, like for marketing partnerships as well. And we have our DeFi ecosystem primitives partnerships would have them announced next week, because we are currently in negotiation phase with them, and they are needed. We need them for. We need their deployment for mainnet launch. Yeah, those would be the things. For actually, I hadn't covered much topic on liquidity. We are very focused right now on building liquidity, also, especially on Base, because we bring in utility in there. So we're working with Arrakis right now, who's managing our liquidity on Base and mainnet and Univis3, on providing a new type of vaults, which could actually incentivize Guru holders to work with them as well. Same way as we have it right now with Equalizer, but we would be able to finance the other side of it. So, for example, there would be some matching involved and so on. So this product is coming, and we are very interested in investing in it, as well as topping up our current vaults. And we had a post about it this week, that we added more liquidity to the base, but also we have allocation for incentivized liquidity. And we're working with partners on it. With Ichi, it's already working. You can already participate in USDC Guru pool. We are working also with them on figuring out the strategy to incentivize this pool. They given us different options. We would have to pick one. And with Arrakis, we also started this conversation, and they prepare a new version of their system, which would allow much more things, and we can hook it up to our app. So quite interesting. Just reminded me what I forgot to cover in that list. Cool. Let's proceed. Do we have any other questions?
Thank you for this excellent question. And we have one more question, which links from blockchain side to AI side. Are you doing partnerships with other leaders of AI agent space?
We are talking right now with a couple of projects who could utilize our mini apps front ends to showcase their AI kind of developments and so on. It's our business development who's handling it right now, and I actually asked Yaro, who's in our business development, to come over to our team spotlight once, so he can present like B2B and sales portion of our site, and he agreed to do it next week. So next week we have Yara here talking about how he's organizing partnerships, what kind, how he organizing sales for B2B products and so on. Can't actually say much. I'm sorry. It's just a huge truck just passing by. I just switched to Artyom. I just switched to doing all those AMAs from the park nearby, and doing it since then. Quite refreshing in the morning.
Yeah.
If we're going to do it more often, you should think on it too. Anyway, I believe I answered that question. Anything else we have? Something for Burning Meme?
For this question. For Burning Meme, we do not have questions yet.
Any new cool things from Burning Meme community? What you've seen in there? Can you share Burning Meme community with all those generations? I believe there was some madness in there, right? Like over the last couple of days, like generations that just dropping all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
So
engage. And we'll make it last thing, so it will be 1 hour stream. 1 hour. Thank you guys for joining.
You have 1 minute to ask your additional questions. While Artyom is showing this madness in Burning Meme, you have a last chance to ask a question today. Artyom?
We had a very good questions today. Let's sum it up.
Yeah, so as I see, it's more than 50 different memes which was generated for last 7 hours. And just dropping there all the time. And we have all these mechanics which actually posting this in our Burning Meme community for everyone to see and actually to go and vote for these memes in one place. Yeah, as we see, there's lots of different generations, Ton, Moon, and everything that people actually see and can imagine. Yeah.
Looks cool. Looks like people having fun.
Yeah, lots of things.
That's our goal here: engagement, adoption, and people having fun with AI. Cool.
Okay, I believe we have no more questions. I can wrap it up. Thank you for all the questions, guys. Thank you, Evgeny. Thank you, Rodon. Thank you, Artyom.
Thank you, guys.
Participate in governance, governance, mint NFT. Next week going to be launches. Let's decide on them together with our new mechanisms in place.
If you have a question how to mint your NFT, just
or any feedback.
Go to this video on 26th minute. The Rodon explains it with the code actually on the screen.
Yeah, or if you have any feedback, go to our groups, channels, Discord, Telegram is very active. Connect there, bots operating there, and give any feedback on whatever we present in here. We are looking for feedback. We want it. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your time, and see you next week.
Thank you, guys. Kudos to the Guru team. Kudos to the Burning Meme team. We'll see you around.